I don't like to speak up. You deserve to hear from me. Please. Okay, thank you. My name is Samaiyah Beyah. Olivia Samaiyah Beyah. Sister Olivia X of Mosque number 26 in San Francisco. I love all of you.
Take your time.
I have been privileged to be with all of you. I have been privileged to be with you for over 40 years. I can hold it. Okay. I'm sorry that I'm doing this to you. But anyway, I came into the Nation of Islam on the 4th of July of 1964.
Wow.
My sister was at that time in the masjid, and she was the lieutenant, which is, anyway. So I was Jehovah's Witness. And I took that very seriously.
Oh, yeah.
I learned a lot there. They were very good people. They taught me well, and I learned how to appreciate being with good people. I was then... So when I came, the Islam came across the path of Islam, or they crossed my path, I chose to be with this group. I became a Muslim, and I was privileged to serve with people who love God, who love Allah.
That's right.
And I immediately came to work in the nation with the mosque. But anyway, let me tell you what it has meant to me. It has been a progression toward truth, righteousness, and reality, and not fake. Nothing fake. I've learned to want to, and this has been a progression of over 40 or 50 years.
Oh, yeah.
I was privileged to serve under this captain at the masjid, and then I became the sister minister there. I don't know how. Since I didn't like to speak before people. But what happened was, that was a progression. And so then the next thing that happened was, I worked in the masjid for many years, and I became, after that, I was privileged to work. First of all, I was privileged to work with Imam Muhammad. He selected me to be the secretary of the masjid of Oakland, without telling me. He announced it in a meeting and asked me if I accepted, and I said yes, I would accept. The next thing that I was privileged to do was in Oakland. When I came to Oakland, I came to help Imam Muhammad Abdullah. My sister gave me to him. My sister Alwita Rashid gave me to him to work with him as his undersecretary. So then after that, I was privileged to visit. While I was the secretary, while I was at San Francisco, I was privileged to go to the home of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in Phoenix and sit with him alone for about 3 hours. And I don't know what I talked to him about. I don't know what I talked to him about, but I talked to him for about 3 hours. I was sitting down to eat with him the day that Malcolm was sat down in his house He was sat down, and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad got up from our table eating, and he talked to someone. He came back to the table agitated, and when he came back, he had talked to someone in Chicago, in New York, and so he didn't. Of course, he didn't tell me that, but that was what had happened that day by history. When I got on the plane that day, they had stopped the plane for us in San Francisco to search it because Muslims were boarding the plane. Reporters sat next to me on the train and tried to pick a conversation about the person that had just been killed the day before. That was Kennedy. Yeah, he had been killed, and so they wanted to have some Muslim to say something awry, and I did not say anything. I just told them that was the American people had a great tragedy. That's all I told them. But anyway, at the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's home, I stayed there for about 3 to 4 hours. I was privileged to be with his son, who was an honorable man. I found him to be one of the most honorable men I've ever known. He was truthful to a fault. He never lied because he was unafraid, and he was not trying to put himself anywhere. I loved him, and I respected him for being a truth teller and for taking us from one stage of life to another. He helped us to get into the Quran, the holy book of the Muslims. He helped us to do that, and we were able to do that. And go on the Hajj to. I have not gone yet. I do not know if I will ever go, but if I should, I will owe it all to the fact that the Honorable Muhammad taught us about that area of Islam. This is a progression. We are not living in the past of any kind, although the past was glorious. The past was glorious. It was we were privileged to be in it. I would not exchange that for anything in the world. Not for anything in the whole world. It's the most wonderful experience. However, I have moved on from that to another level of understanding and appreciation for all humanity. I have learned that we cannot raise up ourselves without helping to raise up the other nations and the people of the world to the level of understanding of Islam that we have. However, the understanding of Islam is one thing. I'm sorry I'm talking so long, and I'm going to stop in a minute. However, this is history. And that's the only reason I'm telling, because I don't like to talk in front of people. What?
The energy is running out, so we want to complete it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, but the next thing I'm going to say is that I don't think I'm going to say anything else. Okay. Thank you for listening to me, and I love you all, and I appreciate being with you.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah, the energy is running out, so we're going to abbreviate from now on. I squeezed it under the wire at 64 and a half. So, alhamdulillah, but all I want to say is, these are the shoulders that we stand on today. These are the women who are like the women of the Prophet. In his time, when Al-Islam was being launched, they stepped forward with dignity and femininity to teach us how to carry the load of womanhood and build this community. We used to say, build this nation.